Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Living Life Dial Style. It's Alan again. Uh, we've we've had a little break from the Bunkie project. We've been super busy, and we haven't been able to get anything done except for work. Time we get through with work and we get home, we have just had not no time to do any videos. Sorry about that, but this is kind of an emergency video project. Um, this is at our real house, the one that's paid for. We had a toilet leaking, and hang on, this light's blinking in here. I got one of these LED lights that's blinking. But anyway, we had a toilet leak, and we bought a new toilet. Uh, we bought a new toilet to replace the toilet. But now this house is about 25 years old. It's a Palm Harbor double wide, and it's been a good house for us. Been a wonderful house. We've loved it, and it came with carpet in the bathroom. Go figure. I mean, that's stupid, but it was easy, I guess, at the time. So we put laminate tile just about everywhere in the house except for our bedroom and this bathroom. And so initially we were going to take the toilet out, and I said, well, I can't take the toilet out. I don't want to take the toilet out and leave that carpet down. So I said, we were going to tear the carpet out, and then I didn't want to I wanted to get my flooring done. I wanted to get my flooring done before I put the toilet back in. So what we ended up doing is this project. And now back here in the back, there was a big garden tub, and it was just old and nasty looking and everything. So we said we're going to get rid of it, and then that way we'll just have extra space in here. So what I did is we tore it out. I didn't video that. I mean, tearing something up, everybody knows how to tear something up. But what I ended up doing is there was holes in the floor where the plumbing was, and I basically just capped off the plumbing, and put a patch on the floor where the holes are gone. And we're going to basically put this laminate up. Let me show you this stuff that we got here. And this video is going to be putting this laminate flooring down and putting the toilet in. Now, this is some pretty good stuff. It's 100% waterproof, and I bought this at Lowe's. If you look over here, should come over here. It's this Smart Core Pro from Lowe's. I'm not looking here to do anything fabulous or anything. We just want a clean, good bathroom that's low maintenance. And I didn't want to put tile down because I didn't want to deal with backer board and everything. And if you want to do that, that's fine. You do that on your own. But I wanted to do this because it was click, install, easy. And it looks like it's going to last a really long time. So that's what I'm getting ready to do here. I'm going to start installing this Smart Core laminate, 100% waterproof. It's vinyl or whatever it is. I don't know. But it's pretty good. It's got a nice, instead of an indentured finish on it, it's got like a kind of like a pebble finish, which is going to be I think it's going to be real good as far as being able to clean easy and everything. We looked at what was that other brand we looked at?
Pergo.
Yeah, the Pergo. Pergo's got one similar to this. It almost looks like this, but it had indented grains in it. And I said to myself, now, them indented grains, that's going to be hard to keep clean. That stuff's going to get down in them cracks. So I said, nah, we're not going with that. And it was about the same price. So we ended up going with this Smart Core. I've used it before, and it's a pretty decent product. It's not your highest end product, and it's not your bottom end product either, but it's pretty good flooring. So anyway, here's what we're going to do. I popped the line on the floor here. Go ahead and step back, Michelle, and I'll show them what I'm doing here. What I've done is, if you look down here at the floor, you can see where I've got this whole towel laid under the sink. When you come in the bathroom, you're going to see that part first as opposed to back here. So what I've done is I'm going to have a whole tile laying right there. All right, because I don't want to have a cut piece. I don't want to have a piece cut halfway right here. So before we started the video, Michelle helped me pop a line here. And that's where we're going to start at. Now, our line is not necessarily, It's based off of the cabinet, which the cabinets, it's fairly square. It's not going to really, you're not going to really be able to tell if it's off at all. I don't think it will be. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start on this line, and then we'll go from there. I'll back hang right here under here and here, and then we'll go this away towards the toilet area. All right, let's see what we can come up with. Oh, getting up and down is not my favorite thing, guys. Not my favorite. It's not my specialty. What I think I'm going to do here is, let me see. I think I'm going to start over here and make this cut over here. Let's see. All right. Let me get my Sharpie. Put a mark here. I'm going to go outside and cut this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my table saw to cut this with. It should cut it pretty good. There's some of this stupid, nasty carpet liner. And I got a few little things I got to get out there. My son didn't get it all out for me. Okay, let's see. Let me I'll take this out. Get this out and move it forward to where I'm going to stop it at. And then mark it here. Okay. All right. I'm going to go run outside. Use this square to pull a line across here. I'm going to go outside and cut it, and then I'll come back and set it down, and then we'll be able to hang the next bunch of panels without having to do any cuts right away. All right. I'm putting the square on it. Okay, I shall return. Okay, I'm back from cutting my piece. Now what I also did is I went ahead and took a couple pieces and I cut them in half, because you need to stagger this stuff. You can't really lay it seam to seam to seam. If you do that, it's not going to lay right and everything. So you have to at least stagger it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a half stagger, meaning I'm going to have a full panel, half a panel, and then my stagger will run from there. Also, you need to have some kind of a rubber hammer. They say, I've always, any kind of plank laminate flooring you use, a mallet's going to be pretty good. A rubber hammer kind of helps it pop into place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this down. And I will tell you this. This is one thing I will tell you. I don't claim to be someone who's an expert at this. The only thing that I claim to be an expert at is seamless gutter, which is what I do for a living on a daily basis. I'm good at that. I do that for pay and for a living. All right, break this next one in here. Now, obviously, this stuff is floating, so we're going to have to be careful with it and make sure we stay on our line. And they also say that when you do it, they say you should take tiles from several different boxes at a time. That way you don't have any kind of run error or anything where the tiles. Look at that. I'm going to slide that right in there. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tap down on this. Okay, it locked in right there. Don't hit your finger. There, let me hit this. Okay, yep, that's locked in. I can tell. You can kind of feel it when it locks in. This don't feel. There we go. All right, we'll see how that works. Let's try this. And I may be hanging this backwards. I'm not sure yet. Okay. That's good. Yep. I have to be careful. Yep. All right. Let's see. Let me pick that up. I'm going to have to. Okay, that feels locked. Looks like I need to work my way on across, really, and come back this way, the way everything's laid out. That's why I said I'm not an expert. I didn't even look at that. So what I'm going to do now, instead of hanging any more right there, I'm going to go this way, right here. And I'm going to go to the end there and then come back. And that's where the line comes in, is that'll help you keep yourself somewhat on the, as they say, straight and narrow until you get, once you get 3 or 4 or 5 pieces locked together in a row, it'll be good to go. Okay. All right. Okay. There it goes. Look at that, right on that line. She's dead on the line, guys. Right on it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, now that's where my cut tiles are going to come in handy at. Right here. Let's see if they'll work. Let's see how that's going to lay out. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty close to the end there. Pretty close to the end. Almost too close. In which actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and go cut another piece because I don't like that. All right, let's see. We are, but it's not going to be wide enough for that though. So I'll just go ahead and cut another piece. Let me measure it, and I'll go cut it and come back to you. So it's going to be like 12 1/4. All right. I can show y'all how to be old too. All right, I'm back from that cut. The table saw, I was going to say, works really good with this stuff. And something else that would work good that I don't have with me today is my I'll get it out in a minute. What else would work really good is my chop saw. Our dual compound chop saw would work wonderful with this. Amazing. All right. Okay. Make sure I got that where I need it at. Okay. He beating that stuff to death. There it goes. Okay, that's good. Let's come up here with this next one. Okay. Looks pretty good, but it's not wanting to lock completely. And I'm wondering, there may not be. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's the way it locks. I don't think it locks much on this end. Got to get it back in order. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Okay. Not 100% sure how I'm liking this yet. I don't feel like I'm locked good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. That's better. Let's see. We're not locked here now. Let's see. There it goes. Okay. That's it. Okay. Yeah, you got to play with it just to make sure that you get it locked right. See right here, it's tight here and it's loose here. There we go. Okay. Now see, if you see, my tile is moving around. Let me go get another box of tile in here. Okay. All right. Lock it in. I can see that these two are off a little bit. Let's see. There. Whoops. Ah. Okay. Work with me here, guys. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. That's wonderful right there. All right, let's see where we are here. Look at that. Ooh, that's okay. It's gonna be fine. So that's what I was saying. The way I started hanging, I was back hanging, and it's just not designed to do that with, because everything clips and locks into place. Okay.
That's why they don't do that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, got it close. Okay, it's locked real good. All right, looking good. Let's go with this one. Okay. Yeah. Success. And that's really why I wanted to go with this stuff. It's just the ease of installing. I mean, the only thing I can't make any easier for me is the fact that I'm about at the point to where I can't hardly get down on my knees anymore. But other than that, it's not too bad. Okay. I'm going to have to let me get some sweat off of me. I got to go cut another. Let me see. Now I'm gonna hang a long one back here. I'm gonna back hang over here before I move forward. That way I can fill in this cavity back here. Let's see. Let's back hang. Because see, we got a full tile we can hang here, which is beautiful. Okay. Yep. Put this one under here like this. Let's get it all all the way in. Slide it over. You do have to leave a, they do recommend a gap at the wall, like 5/16 is what they say. Let me get my hammer because it's going. I know that hurts my wife's ears. They say that it'll. Oh, there we go. Let me see. Come on now. It's tricky, but once you figure out how it locks. There. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. All right. There it goes. That's it. Okay. Locked good. Okay. Now, what I can do right here is, let me see what I got here. No, I can't use this one. Okay, I got, this one would be for like right there. Yeah. Okay. Let me get that piece of tile right there. Actually, I'm gonna cut a piece right here.
This one?
Yeah, I got it. No, this one. I'm good.
Oops, sorry, I don't have my stand with me today. Is that the donkey?
Yep. This was an emergency project, like I said.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna set that right there on here.
It started out just changing the toilet.
And you see what happens when you listen to your wife?
We ended up painting the bathroom, ripping the carpet out, because I hate it. And I do not like wallpaper, and it was like, well, as you see where the mirror was, it was all over the place.
Okay.
Leaves and berries.
Hang on, I don't have that right.
But it was good for 1999.
Yes, it's been good. Yeah, that's not right the way I got that. I know how to do it now. I just realized it. I have to come back here and lay this right here, even with that. Then I take a full tile and set it on top right here. And that should be the size tile that I need for right there. All right.
What about those smaller ones against the wall?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of these. Let's see.
Are you fixing to go cut those?
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a few cuts, but what I'm gonna do here, check this out. I'm gonna take this right here, and I'm gonna line this up right here, like that. Then all I gotta do is take this tile and put it against the wall over here, like where I want it at, and then draw the line. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it tight because it has this edge on it that's not gonna be seen normally. And then all I gotta do is draw a little line here. Okay. Now, let's see, since I'm going out there, I might as well make a few cuts at a time. So let's move this back. Go ahead and maximize. I don't know what that means. All right. See, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and set this one here, and then I'll put a full one on top of it, like this. Okay. I'll put a full one on top of it like this. And look, what I'm gonna do is, now see, this is usually hidden. So I need a gap at the wall, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and move it over all the way to the wall. And then I'll mark this. And then that way, when this piece comes back, I'll end up with that gap. I should. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right, I'm gonna make these cuts and I'll be back with you. Guys, taking a little break. I wanted to show you this wall here. You see where this is all tore up. This is what we had this freaking wallpaper, flowers. It was nice when we got it, but it's been so outdated. This is the only room in the house that has not been painted. Now, you see I made a mess here. This was a gigantic mirror from the counter all the way up to there. And I had a feeling when I took it off. The reason we got rid of the mirror is because down at the bottom from the sinks where water would get in the channel that held it, you know, have you ever seen mirror when the backing starts coming away and it starts running up? So it was running up on that and is looking bad. And so that's why we took it off. But we tried to get a wire and cut all the stuff that was holding it. But man, they put so much stuff on it that ultimately the mirror ended up breaking. And once it broke, I just started tearing it off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a focal wall here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1x6 rough sawn wood on this 8-foot area all the way up to the point to where I get past where I'm messed up at. And what it'll do is she wants to do 3 different colors of stain on it. I think it's going to end up looking pretty good, but this was an unforeseen. Now, when I started this, I had an idea that this might happen. And of course, you see it did. Once it broke, man, I had to start breaking the stuff out of here, and it was a living nightmare. Now, one thing as I was doing this, I wanted you to think about, if you were going to lay this tile in a big room where you could see a long shot view from the side and from this away, when you're from your view, you can see down this line and you can see that this is straight right here. Now, where I split the tile here, I'm not 100% on my other tiles, but it's not going to be a problem for me because there's not going to be any long view and you would never see it. You would never be able to see it. But if you were going to have a good long view from the other way here, you would want to make sure that when you started it, that you had those seams lined up dead center. Because if you don't, what you would see is, if you look down it on a long view, is you'd see one tile here, you'd see one tile over a little bit, maybe one over this way. So I'm just telling you that just to let you know. It's not going to be a problem here because the only long view we're going to have is right here, and these are straight. But it's the offsetting tiles. So let's hang this stuff. Come on back in here. And like I said, I'm not a professional, but I have enough common knowledge of how this stuff works to be able to give you a little bit of do and don't, maybe. Okay. Now what I'm going to do too is, what you got to look at here is, this is a double wide, and they put carpet in, and whenever they put carpet in on these houses, they don't put any base mold. So what I'm going to do is, I'm either going to have to come back and put a base mold and then a quarter round, or I might end up, guys, since it's just a bathroom, I may end up just doing a quarter round that way instead of doing a molding. It's not necessary for me. As long as it's finished and it looks good to me, that's all I'm really concerned about. But there again, see, I'm not doing this for someone else. I'm doing this for me. So I'm okay. I'm okay with that if that's what I want to do. And you can make your own decision when it comes to that. But see, that's what I'm saying. With these lines like this, if you were able to see from a distance, you would want to make sure that you got, okay, no, it's just the grain. I thought that thing was bent or almost broke. That is a weird optical illusion right there. That's crazy. Huh? What? I hurt your ear. I'm sorry. My wife's ears are sensitive. She's got tendonitis. Okay. Now, what we'll do is that more than a whole tile, or is that no, that's less than a whole tile. Okay. All right. So what I have to do is, like I did before, I have to lay this on here like this, line it up like that. And then I'll take this piece here and lay it against the wall, see? And it's going to give me that perfect cut that I need. And again, my gap that I have, quarter round should cover that, no problem. So I have to cut this. All right, now, let's see, this needs to be turned around. Let's see. Okay, and then I'll see what I'll do is I'll put it here like this. I think I might be wrong. Nope, that's not right. I'm gonna have to put it right here. There we go. Here we go. And then I'll lay the full one right here. And that should be the cutoff, folks. Let me move this in so I can. This can get complicated if you think about it too long. Let me make sure I'm where I need to be. Slide that out. Yep, right there. That's it. Okay, I have to remember it's let's see, it's this piece that I'm gonna need, I think. I'm gonna mark it all the way though. All right, let's see. Yeah. No, this one's the one I'm gonna need. Okay. Okay, see, I just did that wrong. Okay, see how I just did that wrong? I marked it on the wrong side. It was actually gonna be on this side. So I should have had it this way, guys. I'm sorry. See how easy it is to make a mistake? Now, I'm gonna check and see if I can get that off. I have some. Now you see I got a bunch of marks. It's gonna be tough to get it right now. Okay, see, it'll turn back around like this. Well, actually, it'll end up being like this. This side's gonna get cut off. See, need a factory side to line up right there. So I'm gonna mark that right there because that's got to go. And I need to see if I can get that off. Ooh, that Sharpie's permanent, ain't it? Let's see. I've got some oops somewhere.
Coming back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go cut this. You can